comparison, it did, but it did a wonderful job.
Aaron, the last time he called me, it sounded like he was pretty tickled with.
Does Aaron bug you too much or not too bad? No. Aaron is my farm manager, my other farm up north in northern Pennsylvania. Once he learns someone's phone number, he'll keep calling you all the time. Now, he's a nice guy. He really wants to do well. The more you learn, you'll find out he doesn't know as much as he lets on. That's why he's asking you a lot of questions. But that's good. I'd rather have someone do that.
He's on top of things. So
yeah, that's good to hear. Like I said, Aaron, who applied, say the 300 acres up north, he ran that machine and he had zero problems with it. Did he tell you that?
Yeah, he did.
The John Deere. Once we got it calibrated and set.
Because I think I had the wrong calibration numbers in that one too.
Yeah, that was. I think you. Yeah, there again, you found it. You corrected yourself right away. Jay's quite there's not many things he can't do. Did you know that? He's not only just a salesman. I asked him for technical advice, but he applied these in the mechanical senses to apply these units right by himself, right? I mean,
yeah.
And you're an amazing man, Jay.
I don't know about that. Trying to get her done.
Anyway, the John Deere unit up north and the Kinze unit down here both have these applicators on. This is the first year they did over 750 acres with it, not to repeat myself. And we virtually problem free. We were impressed with it. We not only with the product, but with the unit, the applicators themselves. I like products I don't have to worry about. The accuracy was very impressive. Not any from, it came out exactly virtually when I was, it should be with the GPS, but I was just, the acres and the amount of material, I couldn't be any closer. That always makes me feel good. When it doesn't come out right, you think, oh my goodness, what did I just pay for? How much is this actually costing me an acre? But it came out exact, and so we're impressed with that. And like I said, the ability to operate these and not have to have maintenance or worry about it, I can concentrate on other things. It was very impressive. So we'll definitely see these for next year. What do you think, Jay? Now, I didn't talk very good. I never know how to say this stuff. Is there something I could go over? I mean, the units themselves and like I said, do you see how was the frame built uniquely for this unit, Jay? Did you design it and build that with that?
We built it ourselves.
Of course, this planter's in it spins and stuff, but we like the fact that we could flush the system out. You can have the water in there that flushes it. Like I said, we're just quite pleased with it.
Pretty easy and simple to use.
Yeah, the simplicity. Once you set it, we learn how to set it. Isn't it amazing how you can slow down and it's regulating that? It's not just one set. We spoke at that at the conference, at the meeting we had yesterday. At least you're speaking about these units, how they're able to, with the GPS, adjust on the go, right? You don't just have to drive 4.5 miles an hour with the same pressure. It can regulate itself, and that's impressive. And like I said, the material flowed fine through it. That was a concern. We never knew how it was going to work. It worked great. I had heard prior to this, you had heard horror stories about how plug-ups. I didn't have a horror story, and there again, I had 2 units to justify and to verify that it did work okay, and nobody had any problems. And the operator of the other unit, the John Deere unit, which has one, it worked fine too. He didn't have any plug-ups, so you have to take the next. You can send someone around when you have a problem, and we'll tell them about it. So send someone around. We'll tell them about tell him come talk to Dan Hirschberger. He'll tell you about the.
Send the neighbors over.
Send the neighbors over. Not that you need to. So maybe the next guy can get some good documentaries on it or something.
Well, you did great. That was awesome.
Sometimes I talk too much. I talk too fast. We're speaking with, listening to Dan Hirschberger.
Where are you from?
From Quarryville, Pennsylvania. So I raise corn and I raise hay and I raise dairy heifers and I raise pigs. So we have a great time here.